let's talk about this little piggy thing and turn that into a little SteelToe coverage, shall we? And then we'll see where we're at for the rest of the program.
Hold on, let me get this timestamp correct.
Uh-oh.
We're good. We're good.
That feels like something maybe you could have done before the show.
Timestamp?
Yeah.
No. Sorry for the chat.
Oh, I know what you mean. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I understand. So the other night, I'm watching. I pull up the YouTube app and I see This Little Piggy is on. Now it's like 9 or 9:30 at night. I've been on this program. It starts at 4 in the afternoon.
It was a long one.
And I was like, what the fuck? What's going on? Why are they still on? And it's because Nick Rekieta and Keanu Thompson came on to scream at each other. And I think they solved a lot. It was a really well thought out argument that I think got a lot done. I think we're all in a different place than we were Friday morning. And it sounded a lot like this. So get ready to be enlightened, folks. This is what I tuned into on This Little Piggy the other night.
Yes.
She said you could say you're asking the question. No, he doesn't think he's up there.
She doesn't want to be fucking like.
What you missed right before that is Patrick Melton. Right before that clip, it was some crafty editing we did. Right before that clip, Patrick yells, "All right, everybody at once, let's go."
Online or whatever.
Did you find that out when you talked to her on October 27th?
Well, you apparently.
Shut up, you dumb bitch! Put a bouncer in your mouth.
Can you imagine?
This sounds like KMS Spaces.
That's how I imagine it. Yeah.
This
is what I imagine it sounding like.
Yeah.
But literally, I see that they're still on, and I said, "Well, I got to click on this video for some clarity." And this is what I hear. Nothing made sense.
The king of Dabbleverse drama.
I know you are, but no.
Should you say, "I know you are, but what am I"?
Pretty much. Yeah. I think that might be a direct quote. Yes.
February is after October, right?
I'm
idiot?
sorry. You're wrong. You're wrong. She
wrong?
called me.
Oh, January's not after
I'm
October.
sorry that she called me and she said, Aaron and I. Sorry, I just did a hit of nitrous. And she sounded out of her fucking mind. Aaron told me how to do nitrous.
Help me. Keanu, your leather face, mom, is chasing me around the Crawford house.
Yep. So, problem solved.
Pretty good.
I think they got a lot done. I think that was now they each understand each other's points and they're both better for it.
I think so.
So what happened was basically Keanu. I swear I was trying to think of this. I swear we covered her last year when she abandoned SteelToe. She said, "I'm out of the SteelToe business."
We did,
and I thought she made a video that was like funny is the wrong word, but like somewhat articulate. Like she spoke sentences. On this show, she came across, I don't know if Gino Bisconti has just fucked the stupid into her or what happened, but she sounded idiotic on this thing. Like, it actually felt like if you didn't know the context, you'd be like, why are they all bullying this mentally challenged woman? why are they screaming at her? I guess I give her credit for going on. It was 5 against 1, which can be difficult, I imagine, if you're in that situation, to properly get your arguments across. But she wanted to do it. She was in the chat and was like, "You guys are pussies if you don't have me on," and then came on and bombed. But also, she had no arguments. Everything. It sounded really dumb if you go back and listen to it. I can't do it enough justice. So go. It's a 6.5 hour episode. Go listen to it on your own if that interests you. The Nick Rekieta, Nick exposing Aaron's texts has never been an interesting subject to me because I'm sure it's funny and whatever, but to me it's like, well, Nick participated in the conversation as well. You know what I mean? And made Aaron feel safe enough to talk to him like that. And we're all like, look how gay Aaron is. It's like, well, Nick's having the conversation with him and pretending to be his friend during all this. So to me, it's like gross and out of context. But it's interesting. And Aaron started it, by the way. So it is interesting.
Here's the second clip from that.
Yeah, so this is how little things were solved. Patrick Melton has super tips on, and super tips are like you can pay to have like these AI voices read your super chats. Essentially, is what it is. And he has all different characters that he talks about on the show, but he had it set up so that it reads automatically. You know what I mean? Like on Who Are These Socials, we'll do it like between segments. We'll play.
It'll
like,
interrupt the show the way he does it.
Right, the way he does it, it plays totally randomly. I guess that's why you heard all that like nonsense on the clip we just played. So this is how crazy things got with Nick screaming at Keanu.
Keep going, little man. That's fine. Have her come over. Oh wait,
by the way, she did another thing that's really infuriating. She said, "Hey," she kept calling him little man and red face, and what was the other thing she kept saying over and over again? When did you get permission? She kept saying the same like 3 phrases over and over again, which over the course of 4 hours is somewhat exhausting, believe it or not.
And she had to leave. Good.
Yeah, and again, she moved into
Sorry. Let's start the clip over. She keeps saying things that make me think of what she was doing. So you're probably not aware of this, Craig, right? What's going on with these two?
No.
So Keanu exposed a bunch of texts from April that suggested like that her and Nick were not doing well. Like that April was unhappy in her relationship with Nick. She said this back in October. And April stopped talking to Keanu because she was like, "Hey, what the fuck? Like I had a private conversation with you." Much like I said about the text messages with Aaron and Nick, where it's like,
right,
what the fuck? We were having a conversation. Like it was private. What are you doing? So April stopped talking to Keanu. So Keanu's on this rampage of like, "That's my friend." And she's like, "If my friend got away from you because I exposed her texts, good." And they're like, "Yeah, but now you're friends with Aaron again, who allegedly beat the shit out of her." So, and she's like, "Yeah, I'll have to think about that." It's like, you haven't thought about it?
No, it's true.
What aspect haven't you thought about yet?
Keep going, little man. That's fine. Have her come over. Oh wait, she can't because I doxed her and she had to leave. Good.
Yeah, and again, she moved into my parents' house. What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you? Why does he go Michael Jackson voice?
Nick has a mockable voice as well. It's Nick doesn't get made fun of as much as he probably should because he's seemingly right in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but I can see where it would be easy to mock Nick and the way he talks and some of the things he says.
Lots. I got arrested.
Clearly.
I got my kids taken away. I had a whole bunch of problems.
Sad.
But what you did was intentionally shred someone that you called a friend. You put their life on display with the person who had been doing that to them for 6
I
months.
don't have any of them. Also, this has to be doing wonders for Kayla's self-esteem.
Kayla knows that she.
He's yelling at the AI.
He got tricked.
You stupid bitch. It's just someone in the chat.
He was there. Do you think she doesn't know this? Like, what is wrong with you?
At the AI.
Why
That
are
was
you
just
yelling? Yeah. What do you?
That's hilarious, actually.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Yeah, they were very worked up. I think they solved a lot though by the end of it. So go check it out. It's on Patrick Melton's Nobody Likes Onions channel. So if you're, it's a doozy. It's good to fall asleep to. Well, actually, no, it isn't because Nick is screaming through most of it. But
He's screaming so loud it starts clipping.
Yeah. But you know, there's a lot of drama like that going on in the SteelToe world. Aaron is on vacation, and Keanu was filling in for him. And I watched a little bit of Keanu on there. It's hard, like it didn't feel clip worthy to me. It was bad, but not. It was just like whatever. Like I don't really care about Keanu that much.
It wasn't
So
fun bad, it was just bad.
Yeah, kind of. So I said, let's go back to our boy. Let's see what's going on with the show. And I worry that we're not going to be able to talk about SteelToe anymore. Like these might be the waning days of SteelToe talk. Because are you aware of this, Craig?
Mm-hmm.
The goal is like dead.
He's not hitting it anymore?
No, there's a goal and it needs to be hit. But it's not the same. There's no overtime. He just does 4.5 hours now. It's very exhausting. So like he'll talk about the goal, but it's just not like it used to be, you know?
It's not a goal. It's just give me money.
Yeah. It's somehow grosser, actually. So let's see what's going on with SteelToe. But let's see if we can get any enjoyment out of this or mock this at all. Because Aaron just keeps winning over and over again. So it's going to be hard to talk about the SteelToe morning show.
And you weren't aware of his new setup.
Oh, I wasn't. Craig, this made me laugh. Craig, before the show, said his new setup looks like he's just waiting for a guest to come.
He's off to the side.
It's very funny to me psychologically that he's like, someone will be back. Like, someone will be here. I assure you.
Like for a while, they had like an honorary chair at the Celtics game for Red Auerbach.
And this is for April.
This is for April.
She'll be back one of these days.
Balls deep with 99 cents. Another win for the nanny. Thank you very much. Chips and Diff says should have let.
This is a big bone of contention on the. This is another thing funny about that Patrick Melton stream. Moody, who is a guy, has like sort of I think a New Zealand accent, and he was articulating these poetic points. Actually, like he would go on this rant about about domestic violence and about how April is a victim, no matter how you feel about her. And he was breaking it down in this very empathetic way. And then that would get interrupted by a super chat calling Keanu a slut. And then Keanu would respond to that, and no one would answer Moody's question. It was very funny to me. But the point he was trying to make was that Keanu is now friends with Aaron again because Aaron has changed. He's bettered himself. Mm-hmm. Now, in Aaron's intro now, he has a song that calls April Cocor. It's the intro of his show every morning. This is a man who's grown. And the title of this was Another Win for the Nanny. I guess because the body cam footage of the arrest is going to come out, which will probably be very embarrassing for April. And that's what he's celebrating here. So definitely not an abusive guy at all.
No.
I can't. Matt's got to work. Matt's not an option for the mornings. Johnny was our first option. Johnny had his problems. Johnny is in the hospital again today.
However, his problems, like he's a drug addict.
That's what it sounds like. I thought that's what he was talking about.
No, he's ill. He's fallen ill. He's a man with MS or whatever he's got, and he has an infection in his leg or something, which is why he's not there. And Aaron's like, this is how human Aaron is. He's like, Johnny has his issues, so he's fucking gone.
That's it. That's the final straw.
He's like, listen, April's gone, Matt's gone, Johnny's gone, but now we have the chair. And the chair is doing a great job co-hosting.
Nailing it.
The infection in his leg is getting better. He feels better. I talked to him again yesterday a couple of different times. He seems to be.
I like how he says that just to show he's a good guy.
What do you talk about the second time?
I talked to him a couple times.
You talked to him once, check in, how you feel and all that. What do you call him again for? Like, you're still not feeling great, Johnny?
He wants to riff because he didn't have anyone to do it with on the show.
A couple times. I'd love to know what that second phone call is about.
Hey, you still sick?
Ah, damn. That's too bad.
Yeah. All right, well, see you later. He's probably texting. He's trying to make it sound like he called him.
Maybe.
Doing well. Tonight, this morning and tonight, whatever we go over on PayPal, Venmo, and Rumble is going right to Johnny at the end of the day.
Oh, how sweet.
I'm going to be leaving you.
How sweet. So the goal that you struggle to hit every day, the goal that like you barely get to. Sometimes if we rally in those final few minutes, we hit the goal. Any crumbs that are left over after that, that goes directly to Johnny.
That's right.
He'll be cured. By 10:30 a.m. today, he'll be cured. No problem. Johnny, things are looking up, buddy. Why not say, like, if you want to look like a good guy, why not say, like, hey, we've had, we're up to like 30 perfect weeks in a row now. Mm-hmm. Today, the goal goes to Johnny. Today, whatever we're making goes to Johnny. Or, how about this? When you hit the goal, just say, all right, I'm going to kick a few bucks to Johnny because he's going through a tough time right now. Or here's a third option.
Raise the goal.
Raise the all right. I'll give you a fourth option. Raise the goal is also good. Fourth option is give Johnny a little money, help your buddy out during this time, and don't talk about it to us.
Let him bring it up if he wants.
Yeah, like you could actually look like a good guy because Johnny on his own will go, "Hey, Aaron helped me out when I really needed it. He didn't go on and brag about it, but I wanted to give him his flowers. You know, I wanted to give him proper credit."
Yeah. Right.
Ray Peacock says, "God damn it, Matt, you know better." Since I'm going to be leaving you in the hands of Gino and Keanu, if we knock out today's goal, I will go till 11 today.
Yes!
Wow.
All right, let's get.
Oh, good. We can watch you ramble for a half hour that you didn't prepare for or plan on doing. Yeah!
That's incredible. Like I can't believe he's doing that for us. Not for Johnny, but for us.
No, it is for us. And that's again, if we hit the goal, it means Johnny has still made $0 to get him through this tough time.
So if he doesn't hit the goal and ends early, Johnny gets nothing.
Here's the other thing I like. On this telethon, there is a sickly, dying man. Like Johnny is not long for this world, most likely, and he's in the hospital right now. The money raised towards the goal goes to Aaron.
Oh my God.
The goal is to raise Aaron money. And then, if you want to throw money after that, I guess we'll give it to the sick guy.
Did Gino and Keanu do the show all week or just one?
So this is from Tuesday or Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I forget which. And Keanu, I think, did 2 days after that. I don't know if Gino was ever on. I know Keanu was.
Because I'm looking at the I'm looking at the views. I want to say the one with them got more views than just Aaron.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Keanu and Gino are going to be hosting every day now.
Yeah, I don't know about the goal. They probably don't push it as hard, but that's very funny.
Down to business, shall we? Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. 310 is your number today. You know how.
Right. I gotta say, if there is no goal, it at least is a nice warm blanket when I hear all the places I can donate.
Yeah,
at least we still have that.
Right.
300 by the end of the hour, under 200 by the end of the next one, under 100 by the end of the next one, and we'll be done before 10.
You know the rules. You know the rules of this show.
I don't know how. I did that once. I know I didn't tell you I was going to, but I did like a impromptu goal.
Yeah.
That sucked to do.
It's exhausting. I did it for 5 hours once.
Yeah, that was a joke. I was like, let's try it and see how this goes. It was disgusting.
It's
but once
exhausting.
you start a goal, you can't stop one, and that was the pickle we were in.
But listen to how much just setup there is for what they have to do in a day with the goal and everything. And that's now a show that is no longer focused on the goal. You know what I mean? Like that's a show that has eliminated overtime and the goal and all these things we made fun of because we were mocking him. And yet he still keeps all the accoutrements that make it so douchey.
And that was the whole show.
Right, pretty much.
Scarface with $4.99. Scarface is a jaded ex-fan. I think he's
hold on.
a little upset.
Is that how people talk about listeners of their show?
Yeah.
If you stopped liking the show and comment on it every day, I think that's weird. And I think that means you're still probably getting some, even if you hate it. Like we say about Schaub, for example. At the end of the day, you are kind of a fan of his if you're consuming so much of what he does. I think that's the argument Aaron's trying to make.
Yeah.
The way he talks about everyone like they're his lover. Like, oh, this is just a jaded ex-fan. What did you do to him?
Like,
Why is he jaded?
For instance, spare coin, $10. Casey Day is a lot, but you can tell he actually tries and cares. #Daylord. That's a jaded ex-fan of mine.
That's very sweet, though.
Yeah. Yes.
That's some prick that's in here commenting and giving us money. That's just an asshole that doesn't like Craig anymore. Fuck him. And thanks for the donation.
James R, $5. Mike, did you miss the podcast where 4 guys just teaming up on her and calling her names? I don't even like her, but she came out on top oddly. Is that the one we were just watching, sir?
Came out on top?
Yeah.
Didn't I say she got ganged up on? Didn't I say that?
Yeah, it was 5-on-1. Maybe that was before. Hamilton Burger, $2. Blind Mike Show is a good name for an ump podcast.
That's not bad. It's the Blind Mike Project, but I get it.
I think I was. Oh yeah, no, he did right. I'm reading the prompter like Burgundy here. It was show. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Kane Sword, $20. Why hasn't Aaron Imholte's appetite for Nick's seed been mentioned? Because there was like a whole show on it.
Yeah, I thought it was just known. You know, it would be like saying Brendan Schaub is married when we were talking about him. It's just like a thing. It doesn't have anything to do with anything. It's just true.
If Aaron was on that show, I'm sure it would have come up.
Right. It all. By the way, it always does.
Mhm.
If you, I had to watch this episode to find these clips, and boy, does he talk a lot about Nick and how much Nick wants to fuck him. It's like, yeah, that definitely doesn't go both ways, Aaron.
That's very strange.
That he backed the wrong horse in this deal. He goes $4.99. You talk about a hug box while shutting off your Twitter replies and your gay mods ban everyone. Projection? No. In fact, I tell my mods not to ban people.
Mm-hmm.
We literally played a clip of him last year. Aaron forgets the past. He's like, whatever I'm saying right now is fact. Remember, like one of the early clips we played of Aaron. What was the exact phrase? I'm blank. Someone in the chat will know, but it was something like bulldoze the chat, wipe them clean. He goes, ban everyone that mentions anything about April or Nick or any of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And now because he stopped doing that, he's like, what do you mean? What? I'm not banning anybody. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Yeah.
There. Twitter, I just keep it to people who follow me. I accidentally said it to that one day, and then people like you got really mad and started bitching at me, and I saw how much it affected you.
It was a total accident. Whoops. Oh, geez. Oh, God, I found myself in settings. God damn it. Oh, no. I'm changing the settings of people who can follow me. Ah. Why do my fingers keep slipping into all these buttons?
The Beggy monster needs a new job, so he's just the blocky monster now.
Away you go.
Get rid of him, Aaron.
It's really fun. And then I get $5 from you to bitch about it. I really don't see how this is anything but a win for the toe, Scarface. But hey,
that's great. It's surprising.
Seriously, you decided to back Mersh and Nick on this whole thing.
Is this like just a giant character? Like, is he just playing a character? I imagine living like this for real is exhausting.
I don't know. Yeah, I wonder what he's like in life. It can't be this, right?
No.
But
I mean, he did get April for a while.
Right? Here's the problem. Nick Rekieta would have an answer to this. But Nick does have a vendetta against Aaron.
Yeah, I couldn't believe him.
You know what I mean? Like Nick, I'm sure would say like, "Oh, Aaron's a loser." And that's the thing is like now he's like, "Oh, Aaron's a dork and a loser." It's like, but they were friends, you know. Right. So either Nick is a sociopath and was pretending to be this guy's friend, or like he's lying now because he doesn't like him anymore, which I get to a degree.
Also, to go to what he was just saying about blocking people online, he's like, I don't do that, blah, blah. This video, I 100% guarantee you will be demonetized because of him.
Oh, you've been saying that. So tell me about this.
Every one of our videos that doesn't involve him is fine. Everyone that does, we're ineligible.
But how does that work?
I don't know. He would have to go and complain and be like, this is my material or something.
But we're not getting copyright claims.
No, that's why I'm saying it's manual. He has to go and complain to YouTube himself.
That's some interesting insight. That's producing right there.
That's right.
Right, let's hear
I'm sure that's just a great look. Sorry, Scarface. It's just...
I'm sorry, Scarface.
A smug guy. An insufferably smug guy.
I hate how he's always just holding a pen.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Maybe he's taking some important notes.
He's like a newscaster.
He's a broadcaster, yeah.
But like, whatever. This is a shout out to the evening show.
Oh, good. I'm glad the evening show gets their credit every once in a while because what they go through, dragging this morning show on their back, it's just an ugly weight that they have to deal with every day. I hope the evening show gets a little credit once in a while.
By the way, first hour in the books, over 600, climbing to 7. Go ahead and throw us a few likes. Go ahead and throw us a few shares. We're climbing on a Wednesday. Thank you guys very much. We're also at 255 for today. Knock that number down, and we'll go till 11. By the way, the evening show last night knocked out that 70. We came up short. I gave them a 3-hour show. Shout out to the evening show people.
Yeah, at away evening show.
So
keep it up, guys. When I look for clips of SteelToe, I don't even sniff the evening show. I don't go near it because I'm like, oh, this will be humiliating for me. I'm gonna seethe if I watch this.
It is. We talked about it before, but it's just so funny that he thinks it's different people.
It's idiotic.
A perfect week for the toe. Go ahead and throw us a few dollars.
By the way, the goal is less in the evening.
What?
That's why he hits it every time.
How much less?
100.
Cheap motherfucker.
No, but you see what I mean? Like, it's the same people hitting a lesser number. Of course they hit it more often.
Why isn't he?
He's like, man, this evening show's mopping the floor with the morning show.
He should take the morning goal and lessen it and slightly increase the evening show. You know, make him the same.
Well, I think what you're running into there, Craig, is that Aaron, deep in his soul, knows it's an idiotic bit to think that it's an entirely different group of people that he's pitting against each other.
I don't think he realizes. If I'm being
I wonder.
It out loud. LOL with $4.99. Oh yeah, I saw this. He said I accidentally super chatted Fat Melton simulcast of your stream. I want a refund. DMCA. Well, is he commenting? Is Patrick commenting or is he just playing it? Yeah, I mean,
so I'll explain what's happening here.
That's
I guess Patrick Melton, he's done this before, and Aaron's acting like he's not aware of that. I guess Patrick just puts a stream of Aaron up so that the people. I don't know much about this, so if I'm just believing Patrick's side of the story, I apologize. Educate me in the comments if you'd like. But what I believe to be true is that Patrick puts a stream up that just broadcast Aaron's show so that the people that get banned from Aaron's chat have a place to go and talk in the chat during the show, which is kind of funny. Like, it's a strange thing to do to have your channel just a straight SteelToe morning show. But like the premise of it is funny to me. And Aaron's acting like he gets to add those viewers to his numbers. Like, you know, oh, this is how popular I am. All these people are also watching me on Patrick's channel. It's like if you live in a city where for some reason, there are 2 NBCs. You know, that's how Aaron looks at it.
But it's also like now all the people that he banned and the people that watch to make fun of him can go somewhere else and not give him any views or money.
Right, exactly.
against the rules. I would say that YouTube should definitely hear about that. 100%.
See?
You guys go ahead and let that be known.
Oh, my God, you might be onto something, Craig.
Because he's like, oh, is he commenting? Is he commenting?
But wouldn't he know that if we find out he's doing that, that could just as easily affect his channel? Like, he plays literally news clips and other podcasts clips every day. That's what his show is.
Yeah, but they're not going to go, like, his SteelToe channel is what he'll probably use to complain, and then they can do an algorithm and see that this clip is from one of his shows.
I guess, yeah, you're saying Tim Pool isn't going to complain that Aaron's playing a clip of him.
Right, and technically we're doing this with commentary, so it's fine, but,
right,
you know, we're on to you, loser.
If he's commenting, I'll say this. I think poor Pat is just seething because he lost the war. The internet's just calling him gay. Like, wait a minute. Your big own of this guy that you can't knock off the internet, who's just still going about knocking out his shit and embarrassing you every day. Your big own was that you and your gay fat friends were going to sit around next to Nick's cuck fridge and you're going to look at pictures of a guy who's in better shape than you. That's your own. You guys know you're gay, right? Ooh, and then after that,
I'll explain.
Is embarrassing.
If you'll pause, I'll explain. At Hackamania, Nick, as well as text, he also released photos sexy photos that Aaron was sending to him. So they, like,
Nick?
I get to their group, their foursome group, I guess.
Oh.
And so like they were talking about it and exposing these photos and all of that. And they also said like they were shitting on Aaron. They were showing these texts that show that Aaron like doesn't care about his kids or whatever, at least based on these text messages. And Aaron was like, haha, you guys, that's all you guys had? I don't love my kids. I got you.
That's all you have?
he's like, I bested you. You think that I'm just a terrible father that doesn't care about his children. So the joke is on you. But he does this thing where he never plays clips of the shows that talk about him or anything.
Absolutely.
He just, to his fans, spin. It would be like if you asked me, like, hey, why does Dave Portnoy hate you? And I was like, because I was being awesome the whole time I was there.
I was so sick.
I was being really cool. And he thought I was going to take his job. He was worried about it. So, like, I was just too cool to work there. And then, like, if you never looked into it, I guess you would be like, oh, Mike was so cool that Dave Portnoy hates him.
You know, if you stayed there the whole time, you would have that house on Nantucket.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. And don't look into it at all. Don't look for the clips or anything. Just take my word for it.
Take our word.
Them on a daily basis with his spiraling. I gotta say, eternal wins for the toe. Here's what it is. Patrick turning on SteelToe and letting it play. He's pouting. It's cope. It's seethe. It's pouting. It's an admission that the war is over, that SteelToe won. And by the way,
I will say it is confusing. Like, I don't watch, like I'll watch like clips of Patrick's show or like This Little Piggy or whatever. So when I hear Aaron say this, I'm like, is he pouting? Maybe he's very sad. And then I'll go watch Patrick like laughing and making fun of Aaron. And I'm like, oh God, this guy doesn't seem as angry as Aaron depicts him. It's very weird.
Another win.
Hey.
Oh, good.
You know me, baby. I'm old school. A view is a view is a view is a fan is a fan is a fan. LOL says, you do it, man. It's your content. I don't believe in striking. Striking.
Well, there you go. He doesn't believe in it. It couldn't be him.
Yeah, he's never lied.
No, it couldn't be. He just said. Didn't you hear him? He doesn't believe in it.
All right, Aaron, don't touch this video. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see if this gets monetized.
And they're only doing it because they're bitter. Dusty Rhodes with $1 says you have to do the copyright strike. Oh, well then, I mean, let the guy mold.
I didn't listen to this clip before my prediction. By the way.
We kicked his ass, and now his whole audience has to hear that we beat him and we kicked his ass, and now they have to pull their hair out and go, fucking SteelToe's a lying piece of shit.
I hate it so much.
Otherwise,
I wish he was mockable, this guy. Oh, I hate how cool he is.
So fuming mad.
It pisses me off so much how cool this fucking guy is.
Where'd he get those clothes?
God damn it.
Unrelated, but we have a super chat. I'll do between clips.
Okay. Do that.
It's
and then I have a question.
It is interesting.
Okay.
GDO, $10. Hanging out with someone who knows Eduardo from the Baldwins in real life. Apparently always goes by Eddie, not Eduardo.
Oh, that's too bad.
Don't tell us
I
that.
wonder why. Maybe because he's a white Irish kid.
Because he's like upset with his mom.
That is interesting. And I lost my train of thought. What was I going to say about old
It was a
Aaron?
question. It was a
I
question.
had a question. I did have a question. Oh, and it was a doozy.
It was worth it.
It was such a good question. Oh, it was going to blow your guys' minds. Oh, I got it. I got there.
Here we go.
Do me a favor. Could you look up the definition of seething? Because my understanding is seething is not just mad. It's like spitting mad. Like you've got fucking foam. You're foaming at the mouth with how angry you are. That's how I imagine seething. And I never hear people that angry at Aaron, except for Nick Rekieta, I guess. But
Intensely hot, boiling.
oh, I'm boiling up with anger.
Constantly moving around.
If he said annoyed, even if he said mad, oh, all these people are mad at SteelToe. Seething seems like such a specific. I got a lot of rage in me. I gotta shut this guy down.
Pull your hair out.
Good thing I'm wearing this hat.
200 even. Hey, you guys are ahead. Great job. I thought I told you guys to stop throwing money at the toe, though. What are you doing? You're going to make people mad.
Yeah, I'm so
God,
mad. Oh, I hate all of you.
This guy sucks.
He really is.
Fun from start.
I gotta be honest, this one's not even that fun. If you take the goal at a SteelToe, it just stops being fun, and you're just watching a pompous asshole.
Get money.
He did it. He broke us. That's why we're seething. That's why we're so angry.
Yeah.
Almost the midway point. $200 away from today's goal. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. I'd love to be a fly on the wall to see the seethe session going on right now. Sorry we beat you.
Oh, boy.
I'm irate. I'm livid. But then he tucks me in when he says steel Super Chats, whatever the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? Streamlabs, Venmo, PayPal, all that. It's a nice warm blanket over me, and I'm like, oh, okay, all right, I'm a little less seething now.
Okay, he's winning us back.
Nice and comfy.
This one is internet bubble.
Yes, it's everyone else that lives in an internet bubble. You did just hear him say the entire internet is laughing at Patrick Melton.
Mm-hmm.
You know that big story?
Yep.
Like if you listen to people, the stories this week, it was like all the Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese stuff, people talking about Jordan Hudson and Bill Belichick, and it was Patrick Melton is very angry. Those are the three big newsmakers this week.
He's on the Google homepage.
Yes, yeah. Look at this guy. Look at how mad he is, this guy. Our top story today, Patrick Melton is upset.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't read positive comments about myself in clips that people put out there, but
can't find any.
I guess I too can be kind of an egotist from time to time. I was reading the comments
once in a while is not so bad
on the Cheney stuff, and boy, I have never seen a higher SteelToe approval rate. I was very happy about that.
I hate this guy.
I like pointing that out to the Melton.
What do you hate about him? Oh, Craig's seething. There he is. He's seething about how charming Aaron is, aren't you?
That's boy, this guy's so cool.
Oh, he's so fucking cool. Look at Craig. He's doing it. He's doing what Aaron says all these fucking guys do. Aaron, I'm with you. It's unfolding right on this very show. Here's Craig, an incel, one of these incels that goes to Hackamania.
Yep.
And he's just like, this fucking guy is so awesome. I hate it.
Put a 1 in the chat if I'm wrong and Aaron's just super sick. Put a 2 if you are gay, like Aaron says. That's what we'll do.
It's a very confusing riddle you've given them.
Mm-hmm. Either way, Aaron comes out on top, and you see how he does it.
Out of your couple hundred people large bubble, the entire internet is on my side and thinks that you guys suck.
Well, go back.
Sorry.
I want to hear that again. I must have the mathematics. I have the schematics wrong here. Let me hear that again, because it sounded like to me that Aaron said the people that go to Hackamania and watch Patrick Melton and whatnot, this is a tiny little 100-person bubble. And I will grant you that's true. Like, if we're talking about Joe Rogan, I don't mean to get all the ladies wet, but if we're talking about Joe Rogan or someone like that.
Just as I'm recovering, like, geez.
That's a much bigger, meatier audience, as we heard earlier in the program, than Patrick Melton has, of course. But Aaron's going to say the rest of the internet, not this tiny little bubble, this nobody likes onions bubble. Everyone else on the planet that watches SteelToe, they agree with Aaron. That's not a small little audience at all.
When you step out of your couple hundred people large bubble, the entire internet is on my side and thinks that you guys suck.
Guys, do me a favor. Just go on random videos. Go to the last episode. I'm going to give you a few podcasts. And everyone in the chat, I want you to go to them. Go to the last several episodes of Kill Tony, Theo Vaughn's show, Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. Mm-hmm. Go to Steven Crowder's show.
Yep, good one.
Go to give me a few news podcasts, Craig.
Kumia show.
Go to the Anthony Cumia show, WABC.
Yep. You can go to Ben Shapiro.
Go to Ben Shapiro. Go to all of these chats and just leave a comment on their latest video.
Oh, wait a second.
And say
Jerry Callahan show.
Jerry Callahan show, sure.
Good name.
Go to all those shows, all those big shows. Go to all those shows and just leave a comment and say, how come you guys are so mad about how popular Aaron Imholte is? And I'll be curious. I'll be curious the feedback you guys get. Like, you guys are going to get a bunch of responses, and you're going to hear all the arguments of those different audiences and see why they're mad. And I think ultimately a lot of people will be like, "Oh no, I love Aaron. I'm actually on Aaron's side." So I want to see what the rest of the internet is saying.
At least you guys can play for the underdog role. That's like a victimhood mentality thing you can use. Sorry, I'm bullying.
I'm just being cute.
I'm such a bitch.
I'm just being nasty, aren't I? I'm just being a little bitch. I'm so sorry. All the other girls are like, "No, Aaron, it's cute. It's so cute when you do that.
I'm
so hot when you do that." Aren't I bad? Aren't I just so bad?
This is
it's Aaron Imholte and Elle Reeve are just girls behaving badly. They can't control themselves. These two.
Joe Rogan. This is a new goal.
Okay, this is how the goal is set up now. I think is what Aaron's about to explain to us, and frankly, I don't like it.
Got to be honest. All right, they're sending in links. They want to say goodbye to YouTube, and they want to do Rumble Link Friday. Well, I tell you what, 5, 10, 15. I'm opening these links.
All of those amounts are welcome. Believe it or not. If you were thinking, can I give $15? You're like, no, that's probably not allowed. But as a matter of fact, it is. What Aaron's doing here is this is a Wednesday, I think, or Tuesday. But Aaron's opening up the possibility for a Rumble Friday. Now, you might be thinking, Mike, how can you have Rumble Friday on Wednesday? It doesn't make any goddamn sense. But Rumble Friday is such a brand. You know, it has such name recognition out there that anytime you're exclusive on Rumble, you're like, oh, it's a SteelToe Rumble Friday. It's like saying Kleenex for tissues, you know? It has that affiliation. Rumble Friday has gotten so big that anytime you're exclusive on Rumble, even if you're not the SteelToe Morning Show, you're like, oh, we're doing a Rumble Friday.
But you guys are down to what, $40? If you guys get us down to $20 in the next 10 minutes, I will do the last half hour Rumble only, and we'll do Rumble Friday. For the
Wouldn't
last
that be exciting?
Until
so if the people on YouTube give you $40 right now,
you'll shut it off.
Yes. Yeah. I have to go download Rumble to watch the show. Thanks, Aaron. You mean it?
You're amazing.
Thanks a lot. Can you imagine how inconvenient it would be if I was like, guys, you've been really generous. You've been giving me a lot of money today. Oh, I appreciate it so much. I appreciate those donations. Keep them coming. And if I get a couple more, we're going to turn the show off and you can go on a scavenger hunt for me on another platform.
He gets $5,000 in the next 2 minutes.
All right, shut this thing off. I can go about my day finally.
Until the links run out. Fair is fair. $40 away from today's goal. We're doing Rumble Link Friday method. Thank you guys very much. $40 is the number. If you get it down to 20 by 10:30, I'll go ahead and say goodbye to you.
There's so many numbers, so many goddamn numbers with this show. We're at 40. If you get it down to 20 by 10:30, okay, all right. I think I've got it straight.
If we never know what he's talking about, he can always tell us what he's talking about. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah, he explains it so perfectly.
Yeah, he can explain everything. Be like, yeah, you know, this, that, blah, blah, blah. That's why Melton's this way.
Right.
You guys have been awesome today, and we appreciate it. $1 from Silver.
Who's we?
We at SteelToe Industries.
Yeah, who else is there?
Well, there's the CEO.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Aaron Imholte.
Right.
there's the COO,
Yep.
there's the CFO, of
Yep.
course.
Yep.
And then there are the people that get paid by SteelToe. And those are also it's a mom and pop shop. They're also related to the CEO, all these people.
Yeah.
So it is. My favorite is, I don't think he does it today, but my favorite is when he's like, am I going to have to dig into SteelToe Industries to pay the rest of the goal?
Definitely.
So the business is paying the man, which is always a good approach. I think that then we can all sleep at night because we've hit the goal.
Well, he's going to tell us about extra money right now.
This, by the way, is a show that doesn't have a goal anymore that we've been talking about this whole time.
I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
If you guys can knock it down by another $20
Breaking news.
in the next 8 minutes,
What's happening?
we're going to go ahead.
That is him playing something. That's not me.
Why is he doing that?
I don't know.
It sounds like he's malfunctioning.
You're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I just play.
Hour or until the links run out of Rumble Friday and say goodbye to YouTube. $5 links, $10 immediate, $20 full. Boozamock
You know what
says
that
in the
means? You know what that means, Craig?
I don't.
It means so on Rumble Fridays, the craze that's sweeping the nation. The reason we're all so excited for him to turn off YouTube where we're watching the show, and so we can all go to Rumble, is Rumble Friday. You can send him a link of whatever you want. It's just a link. He doesn't know what it is, and he opens that link, and for $5, he will play that link at some point during the show.
Of course, he charges money for that.
For $10, well, maybe this will entice you. You're poo-pooing it. Maybe this will get your blow your skirt up a little here. For $10, he'll play it right away. Second he sees it, he's playing that link. That's worth an extra $5 to you, I'm sure.
Probably.
Double that amount. We're talking 20 beans here.
Mhm.
He'll play the whole goddamn thing.
What if
So for
it's,
$10, for $5 and $10, he may not play all of it.
you know, it'd be pretty funny if someone pays him $20 and sends the last episode, like this episode of Blind Mike Project.
And then we copyright strike him.
Yeah. You bastard.
Johnny, right? I never even thought there would be extra, but
I'm sure HACKRIDE Studios is going to put out this as a segment. So send him the link and $20 and have him play this segment.
Don't waste your money. It's fine. Go
Do it,
back a
man.
little bit because he's about to remember at the beginning of the show when he was like, "Hey, all that bonus money we get, the goal, of course, is for me. That's just business. But when we exceed the goal and even go past it, all that money is for the J Man. It's for the Crutch Man. It's for Johnny
Yes.
C.
Yep.
So let's see how the goal has shifted over time when it's getting down to crunch time here.
full. Boozamock says, and the extra is going to Johnny, right? I never even thought there would be extra, but yes, absolutely. Tonight.
So just a completely empty promise. I mean, yeah. Well, I guess we'll give the extra to Johnny. I never thought we'd pull that off, but sure. Yeah, fine. Also, if you drop a unicorn off at my doorstep, we'll bring that to Johnny too. Sure. Yeah, no problem. We'll definitely get that right to Johnny.
That's so funny.
On Venmo, Rumble, or PayPal will go towards Johnny. So far, we've been able to give him like $35.
Whoa! He must be cured.
He's like, I've pocketed $500. Johnny got $33.
$35. I dare say that's almost not worth mentioning.
He can almost get lunch.
What is he going to pay for with that money? What
Depending on what he's-
medical bill? Maybe his copay if he has to go back in for a checkup.
Sometimes they only give you like 2 meals a day in the hospital, so maybe that third meal.
Okay, all right. He's got to Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Boy, Boozamock's more confident in us knocking out this goal than I am. I'm sitting here nervous and worried that we're not going to hit zero.
Oh, you poor guy.
Yeah, but what are we going to do with the extra, boss? Oh shit. Are we gonna have extra? I don't know. We got. Just want to make sure we
There's a man with no legs sitting in a fucking hospital bed right now, and he has the audacity to be like, "I'm nervous. I'm not going to make my money. We've already given Johnny $35. Don't you understand? He's flush.
He's set for weeks."
Johnny is cruising on easy street with the money we've given him. We've given this guy up to 7 fivers. This guy's got 7 Lincolns in his pocket.
Wow.
And we're talking about Johnny? Let's talk about what I've got going on.
In my defense, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, no, we didn't. What's really difficult sometimes to think about, because you look at Johnny and you're like, oh, the poor guy walks with crutches. I'm sure he's got it. We never take time to think about how easy he's got it, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what important to what Aaron has taught us here is like, hey, you're worried about Johnny like some asshole. I'm worried about myself here.
Link's ready to go.
Hold on, Aaron, I'm so sorry. Even in his analogy, he's a fucking dickhead, where he's like, they're his employees in this scenario.
Right.
Like, hey, boss, what are we going to do with the extra? Like, Chad Buzmak is counting Aaron's money for him. He's stacking it to make sure it's ready by the end of the day.
I like how he was like, fuck, I got caught.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if we have extra, we'll give it to Johnny. Hey, sure. I'll give Johnny all the extra money we have along with these magic beans.
I like how at the beginning he's like, anything extra is going to Johnny. Fast forward a few hours. I didn't think we were going to have extra
money. What are you, nuts?
For when we do make the jump to Rumble until 11 o'clock. So a few more links come in, and I will honor that, and we will go over there. We'll give you guys a little bit of that Rumble Friday flavor, if you will. All right. We're all clear on the PayPal end. We're all clear on the Venmo end. $40 away from today's goal.
It's exciting. That's exciting. And maybe with those kind of numbers, Johnny might be looking to add that up to maybe $40 by the end of the day.
Walk soon if they keep this up.
He might cruise all the way from 35 to 40 if they hit this. If people start sending those fucking Rumble links.
Now, the exciting finish.
Yeah, well, this is where I'm bummed. It's like remember the good old days, guys. Remember when things were fucking crazy, when the goal was hitting its stride, and every day was a roller coaster. Are we gonna hit the goal? We'd count down that last 5 minutes. But guys, we got to rally! Hurry up! You'd get your neighbors. You'd shake your kids awake. Hurry up! We're gonna hit the goal this morning.
Yep, it's on the Jumbotron in Times Square.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, PayPal, Venmo, and Super Chats is scrolling across that ticker. There was an energy. There was an excitement.
On 9/11, they would have landed the plane so they could watch it.
That could have saved everything if only Aaron was doing a show back then.
Yeah.
Fucks me up a little bit too. I don't believe we're going to get down to $20 and do that Rumble Friday. I might just have to play the links we have and then call it a day.
Johnny starves again. When he says that, there should be a camera on Johnny Crutches withering away in a hospital.
Just him crying in pain.
he's like, well, it looks like we're not going to hit the goal today. And while he's talking, it's just an image of Johnny flatlining.
It's him eating a hoodsie. That's all he was allowed.
From today's goal.
His eyes slowly closing.
No, it's just the nurse doing that thing where they like put their hand over his eyes and they shut.
Papa Shab says kick is cucked. And like most tech companies, it's owned by, oh, Jesus, that's a word they don't like you saying. Oh, my goodness. All right, YouTube, we're going to get out of here. Rumble, if you guys want to finish up this last 35, we'll do that while we play these links. Otherwise, I'm going to play these links, give you a little Rumble Friday, and we're going to head out.
Otherwise, he goes, we're going to play these links. Otherwise, we're going to play these links. I do not. I've studied this man for a year, and I still don't get the rules of this show.
I don't either. He is like, he must have no friends.
Why do you say that?
Just imagine going out to get a drink with this guy.
And trying to compete with his coolness.
He just asked everyone at the bar to give him money to get another drink.
Hey, he pulls his bill out and he's like, guys, we're a little short of the goal tonight.
Yeah. Come on, $5 or I'm leaving.
Hey, any amount counts. 5, 10s, 20s.
It'd be hilarious if you bought my next drink in ones.
Oh, that'd be so funny. If each of you paid a little bit to this waitress so I could just leave.
Hell for the toe by about $35. I guess the evening show has to bail you guys out again like they did yesterday. Take it easy.
Those motherfuckers.
We'll see you tonight. And then Gino and Keanu will take over tomorrow and Thursday. Goodbye, YouTube. Hello, Rumble.
I had a good laugh at this when Carl informed me on who are these socials Thursdays at 6. He told me that Keanu and Gino were filling in for Aaron, or that Keanu was. And I had a pretty good laugh at that because I thought, oh, Aaron doesn't give a fuck about his show.
No.
Because Keanu's not going to talk politics. You know what I mean?
He just wants the income.
It would be like if I had Jerry Callahan fill in for me on this show.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make any sense.
This SteelToe loser.
So, he doesn't care about the show, and he knows the audience doesn't give a fuck. They just need to hear noise for a few hours a day. There's no like, oh, we're talking politics, so maybe I should have someone interested in that subject on to do the show. I guess Gino would be that, but Gino wasn't even on. It was just Keanu, who doesn't fucking know anything.
This is a great point from Stewie Felt, $5. I remember a while back, he was talking about letting Johnny go if they didn't make the goal for the week.
Like from the world, like they would execute him.
I do remember that. They're like, we got to go. We can't do that.
Well, it's sad. Like we aren't gonna. I don't know what to do with Aaron anymore. We may be on the final days of. That's right.
Go to blindmike.net for everything Blind Mike. Look at me. I did it. Kragers did it.